Steve Keim, general manager of the Arizona Cardinals, here on the Rich Eisen Show. What else is on your what's on your to-do list here now that we've hit the second day of March and you've got J.J. Watt already in the fold? What's on your to-do list, Steve?
Well, a number of things. I mean, just preparing for free agency and, the obstacles with no NFL combine that I know you've always enjoyed. It's tough for us, but we, through the virtual world, we're able to still line up individual meetings with these prospects and talk to them through, Zoom or the virtual world, and that's been helpful as well.
Okay, so that's where we'd be in Indianapolis right now, I think.
Yeah, so
right?
We still, like this morning, I had a slotted number of players, and I will have that this afternoon where they come in one by one, and we'll talk to them for about 20 minutes and get some good background information and get to know them as people.
And then figure out your board. Look, I know you probably don't like talking about this publicly, but the passcode for that Zoom is Eisen40 with the E capitalized, right? Correct? Is that the passcode?
And you will remain the screensaver on our draft board, I promise.
I would be so heartbroken, Steve, if that never doesn't happen. You know what I mean? I know I just went 19 double negatives right there, but okay, so then there's that. Then there's free agency. But what are your needs? I mean, the way that things ended last year, obviously, the Hail Murray was a high point that you thought you could build off of, and then everything else kind of went the wrong way after that. I mean, what does a general manager of a team under that circumstance do right now? Like, what are your goals? What are you looking for that you can share with me here, Steve?
Well, on the college side, obviously stacking the board, how we see those guys from a talent perspective, and then just the free agency part of it. There's a number of our own players that we'd like to re-sign. Obviously, the market will dictate whether we can have them back or not. But, that'll be a part of it. We'd like to have those guys sort of take precedent. And then any of the areas that we can't fill in with our own players, we'll obviously approach free agency with an aggressive mindset, trying to make this team better. And it's going to be an interesting market because of the down cap, and we'll see how that goes. Could be a number of one-year deals that a number of people have reported about. So that part of it will be interesting, as we get through the first 2 days of that negotiation period prior to the first day of free agency.
When are you going to get that cap number? When are you going to get that? When's your expectation on that?
Yeah, hopefully soon. I mean, a couple million each way, really does matter. I mean, that can be a starting player, a role player that you're certainly fond of.
Well, what have you been told? What have you and your colleagues been told?
I haven't been told anything. I thought maybe that you would check in with the
nothing. I got nothing, Steve. Nothing. I got nothing. Seriously, I've got zero. I've got that. I don't know. I mean, so do you call up Michael Bidwell when he's not flying new free agents in to say, hey, lobbing a call to 345 Park Avenue? Like, are we waiting for them to take $3 billion a year out of Disney or something for Monday Night Football to figure this thing out? I'm serious. Like, is that really what's at play?
Just really until we get word from the league. I mean, we're operating from the standpoint that the floor is 180, and that's the information we have. So, we have to operate that way right now and project moving forward, and anything above and beyond that is, to me, icing on the cake.
And what have you been told about the draft? Is that going to be all virtual again, where everybody's in their home settings as well? What have you been told on that front about? I
haven't been told on that. To me, I know that we can't take this lightly. It's great to see the numbers are decreasing rapidly. It sounds like from all the reports I've seen. So hopefully we can get to a point where we can go back to normalcy. But until I hear anything further, I'll be prepared to handle it both ways.
Okay. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.